Another key point of AI coaches, many of them you will need to go and log into, and this can be a great source of help when you think about it. But most people aren't thinking about it. So you should really be looking for the AI coaches that are in your Slack, your Microsoft Teams, your calendar, the places where you are already working, where they are in the flow of the work to meet you at your moment of need. That is true learning in the flow of work. And I believe the future of learning in an organization will be a lot more invisible than it is today, because it's not going to be completing a course, checking into a system. It is going to be happening in the flow, in every moment, where people are equipped with the bite-sized piece of information they need to be successful, that they can then act upon. The application happens in the moment of the learning, not outside of the moment of learning. And that is where you get real behavior change and real growth from people to constantly be evolving further into their best self, but also their most effective self for their career and for your organization. And this is the power of AI coaching, making this accessible to not only your executives, who, by the way, have not had that much effective learning in the flow of work, but also to every single employee who has not had access to any amount of coaching. Imagine everyone learning and growing and being served in the flow of work with those pings, with those proactive pushes, with that place where they can just go ask a quick question of, hey, I'm walking into this difficult conversation with Omar. How can I best frame for what he needs to receive information? And then they can role play right there in the flow of work, and they can practice that difficult conversation. And then they can also come back and let it know how the conversation went, so that you can record true behavior change and true growth happening across your entire organization every single day in these more invisible ways. Isn't that beautiful? The more invisible learning that is going to be happening, there's also going to be more data collected that lets you finally prove behavior change and ROI on your talent investments like never before.